Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of the Tiny Word Project podcast. Today we have Alec Baker on.
With Alec, we're talking about how he got started in film and photography, where he's been at recently, and how he's coping with all of this lockdown.
Alec's word from this podcast is connection. Find out why he chose connection in this podcast. Enjoy. Mr. Alec Baker, thank you so much for jumping on the Tiny Word Project. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, guys.
You having a fantastic day?
Yeah, it's been nice. The weather's good here on the coast and definitely can't complain in my situation. I think I might have it better than some people, so definitely can't complain.
Yes, I did notice your story yesterday when we record. This is the 21st of April. Yesterday you were at the kayak in the sun for the sunset. That was very romantic.
Yeah, probably trying to do that again this afternoon. Yeah, we have a few kayaks that me and my family forgot we had that were under the house. So just trying to get out and do some different activities that the running and the workouts are getting a bit continuous, that trying to mix it up a bit, you know?
Yeah, definitely. The hot topic that we've been talking to our guests about lately, of course, is the current situation of the isolation vacation that we're all on.
Yeah.
And that's cool that you're keeping busy though. You're still doing your thing, which is cool.
Yeah, just trying to adapt to the situation. Obviously, because it's not a it's going to be over tomorrow situation. So yeah, just trying to learn to adapt. And I was lucky enough and was probably pretty lucky with the situation that I did some things before this actually happened. Business wise, that set this up a bit easier for me to adapt. Because I was relying on certain incomes of me being physically in my job quite often, that now I have a few different revenue sources that don't rely on me being there physically all the time as a filmmaker and a creator. So that's helped me to adapt a bit better, and I can focus on those while I can't be in places and traveling and stuff like that. So it's good.
And just to touch base for the people that are playing at home, listening and watching, you are doing the favor of jumping on this podcast and helping us out, especially with your social media presence and stuff like that as well. But for the people the small percentage of people that don't know who you are and what you do, you've just dropped it there a little bit then, but what's your main kind of job per se, or thing that you do?
Yeah, so I'm 23. I live on the Central Coast in Australia here, and I'm a full-time content creator and creative director, visual storyteller, and I try and just put my hands in anything I can that is creative, in the sense of videos and photos and images and stuff like that, all the way to graphics and animation. So yeah, just trying to, for the last 3 years I've been freelancing and working overseas and traveling as much as I can, and working with different brands and people and companies and stuff like that, and just trying to build an art form in my sense.
That's sick, man.
Wearing many hats. Yeah, very, very creative as well. So how long have you been doing, would you say film is your primary passion and hobby?
Yeah, I think I dabbled into film. I really established my name in film first, mainly because the market here in Sydney was kind of saturated in photography, and I didn't have those skills to try and separate myself yet in photography. So I found separating myself through film was a bit easier, and I was lucky enough to land a few good gigs early on in my career, and relationships that I built pretty strongly, that I had continuous work in film. So I guess I was known a bit earlier on to be just known for film, before I established a name in my photography sense, and try to build a style on both of them and try and keep it connected is a bit of a challenge. But yeah, I'm learning that at the moment, and just trying to focus on where I want to take it as well is a big thing. I remember starting off, I didn't really have any direction or didn't know what my style was. I was just trying everything. I learned new things, and every time I would learn how to do something, I tried to put it into a new video, but that took away from other things. So yeah, now it's just about establishing a name and making something that people can recognize me for. And yeah,
cool. So what did you originally start, and what was the main sort of passion or hobby that you were trying to build into a career? Was it video or photography, or was it something else?
Yeah, it was video for sure. I was just trying to create videos for brands or either companies, and working close with people to try and show that this avenue of social media can really harness video better, I thought, than photos, as you can give away a lot more content, and you can create so much more connection with people through video, I feel, compared to photos.
Oh, definitely,
yeah. We can definitely agree with that. With what we do with the private studio and stuff like that, we've taken quite a bit of influence from yourself and the content that you produce for the people you produce for and stuff like that, implemented into our little social media for our businesses. So man, it's really
rad.
cool.
I'm stoked to hear that. I appreciate that. That's sick.
That's really cool.
If I can help you out in any way that I can, I would love to.
Always
happy to.
Yeah, and that's what's so beautiful about you, bro. Like, you're just such a kind nature, and a person who you are as a personal brand is just fantastic. Even though like you create all this beautiful work, stuff that you post or work with the brands, just you as a person is such a. I look at you as a personal brand as more so than just being another photographer or videographer, which is cool, man. So, did you ever kind of think that you would fall into that category of just being more like known as Alec Baker? You might not even see it, but as we do see it, and other people do see it, and of course with the, not just to talk about the number of followers that you have on social media, but did you think or want to grow into being a known person as what you do with video and photo?
Yeah. I guess I understand what you're saying there, and thank you for that little kind word that you gave before and stuff. I really appreciate it. It means a lot, and that's cool to hear. But yeah, I feel like I started off being an artist when very young age, started drawing, and was always into movies and things like that, and always have been fascinated by things like Disney and Pixar and all that kind of stuff my whole life. And I've always done art and did it in school and did things with my hands on, having parents that my dad's a builder and things like that. I was always around that kind of stuff. It wasn't until I found this is my full-time passion that I knew that I kind of became obsessed with. And when I started it as a business, I was looking to establish a brand name. Originally, I started a project called The Weekends. A few of my close friends will remember that. And that's when I first got my point and shoot. And it was literally, I set myself a goal to try and make a business where every Saturday I would go do a story about a place that people could visit or attend to, or an event or something like that. And then Sunday would be about a person, because I saw a unique space in the blog situation when that came out, and things like podcasts and videos and YouTube and stuff that would be a great business. But then as I started to get into that, I kind of developed an idea that I wanted to be known as an artist, not a company. Because I saw a lot of companies out there that were doing similar things and didn't really have personality in it. And I didn't know how to put personality into my own brand yet. So I thought if I just stayed true to myself, and as an artist would, whether you're a painter, a drawer, a photographer, or a graphic, you can it will change with you. And with a brand, it can almost do that, but it shouldn't really, I guess. They should stay true to their values. But say if your perspectives and values change during your life, as most people do, I think if it's a personal brand, it can adapt really easily and change, and people can see that change and follow that a lot easier. So for me, it was, trying to find a style and create a name for myself by, I guess, networking properly. And that was a skill that I was lucky enough to learn pretty early on in the industry, and get my name out there through other people really, and working with brands and people that had a well-established name that I could work off, I guess. So yeah,
cool, man. And sorry if you wanted to butt in. I'm sorry if I'm butting in there. I know you didn't want to say something there, but as a bit of a hot take for what you just said there, networking, could you say that can help if people are looking to build personal brand or build business or anything like that, that networking through social media and all that kind of stuff has an impact, or it can help with growing?
I think social media is literally built around networking. Everything in business should be really built around networking. If you can have connection with your clients and customers, that's good, and it's built through networking, it's going to spread a lot faster. And I feel like for me to jetstar the way I went in my career, I went from doing this on a weekend, landscaping full time as a tradesman, to within 3 months being able to quit because I was earning more money on a Saturday than a whole week of being a full-time tradesman. Fastest way I got to consistent work was through networking. And then eventually I got picked up by some good media companies, some PR companies, and was known by some decent names in Sydney. So work was not a thing I was chasing anymore. It was something that I was demanded for. So
that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I think a lot of creatives probably want to try and get to that same sort of situation where instead of having to find people to work for, you're able to pick and choose those companies that are coming to you. I think that would be really, really cool to be able to be in that position where it's like you have a handful of different people that are like demanding your work and you can pick and choose what you want to do. So I think that's really cool. I was going to ask Alec too, it seems like nowadays videographers and that sort of thing are now just as known as the people that they're working for and their clients and that sort of thing. Have you found that a lot of people are now recognizing the videographers and the work that they're putting in as well as the people that they're working for?
Yeah, most definitely. I think to bring up on that point as well, that I think those people are trying to become artists in themselves. Like anyone in their own careers, they want to achieve what they want and stand out from the rest and try and reach for that greatness. The only way you can really do that as an artist is standing out and getting people to see your work. And getting people to respect and value that work is huge. And when people do receive it in the right way or do value it, it's awesome for creatives to have that. I think also what's kind of was seen as a bad thing at the start was the availability for people to do the same kind of things. It was so easy to learn, and it still is so easy to grab your iPhone and shoot something. Now, the difference between someone that does it full time and can do what we do as a situation as compared to someone that's just doing it for the first time is almost dramatic now, that the respect is up there because nearly everyone's tried to make a video themselves these days on social media, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. When they see the proper high-end work and the high quality, they really see the value in it and they see what's taken for it, because there's a lot of work that goes unseen in this industry, whether editing or prepping, pre-production, post-production, all that kind of stuff that is valued and doesn't get seen. And that's something that a lot of people have been exposed to now with so many creatives out there and so many people trying to do the same thing. They can see how much energy and time and effort goes into it. And once you've established through experience and style and stuff, you can be unique in your own way, and that becomes valuable to a lot of people. So
yeah, I think it really cool sort of watching a lot of people on YouTube who are already established as influencers themselves, who now have those personal photographers and videographers and that sort of thing. It's really cool to see a lot of people recognizing the art behind creating the video as well, rather than just the subject matter and the influencer who's in the video. I think a lot of people now are bringing in their videographers in a way as a character in the whole thing, and like introducing them, that people know them by name and they're interacting with the video rather than just holding a camera, throwing the footage together and it going up. So I think that's really cool to see people like really appreciating that, because it's, even though it's even if it's just for Instagram or for YouTube or whatever, it's still now so big that it is like a mainstream thing that a lot of people can aspire to be a personal videographer or that sort of thing. So I think that's really cool now to see that.
Yeah, and I think that bounces off what is going to be true with any platform that runs is being real with people. And if you can have connection with people in your videos and you can connect to your audience, I personally, and I know a lot of people would enjoy more content that's more real and raw.
100%.
Because if you want to see something that's more staged stuff, you'll watch TV or Netflix. That's where it's done professionally. Now, if you want to go on YouTube and watch someone's vlog, you'd rather see them enjoying themselves and having fun with the people around them. Say, for example, someone like David Dobrik. It's kind of addictive to watch that stuff because it's real and it feels like you're there. And if 100%. They're not interacting with people around them, why would you feel the need to interact with them?
Relatable. And, it's relatable. And
connection that shared in your videos is key. Just being real and authentic. So yeah.
That's sick, man. That's sick. Man, we're just going to keep it nice and short and sweet today. Tasteful. Let's leave it on a real high note. If you want to see Alec Baker back again, I'm sure we can have him back again and dive into some more stuff. But Alec, let's leave you with this. What is one small word that can inspire someone else that means a lot to you, and why?
I don't know if it's a small word, but I think I was thinking about this today on my walk, and I think it's connection. It's something that as humans we all aspire to have and achieve. And I think having connection, whether it's with yourself, your mind, with others, with loved ones, with family, is what we all want in life. And without it, you kind of feel lost. So especially in these times of ISO, without having connection, it's almost like that feeling that your Wi-Fi isn't working and you can't get out there and physically see your friends or things like that.
Yeah.
So I think connection is huge within life, whether you're connected to your work or your mind and your mental health or your family and stuff. I think that word for me means a lot, and having that connection with the things that I want in life is key to getting them.
It's crazy. I've noticed the same thing even recently with, like you were saying, with the whole isolation thing. It's crazy to not be able to like really see and interact with people that you would like normally or whatever. And like, even I found myself like almost like wanting to just be able to go to a shop or a restaurant or whatever and just talk to the person who works there or whatever, just that like normal interaction and connection with people. It's crazy once that's gone, like the impact it has on you. So yeah, it's really cool.
That's sick, man. We really appreciate you coming on, man, helping us out and just sharing your thoughts and ideas. And man, of course we know you personally, so we're really, really grateful for you to jump on, man. So where can the listeners and watchers find you on social media or?
Yeah, just Alec Baker Films under anything really. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram is probably my most active platform at the moment. But yeah, just Alec Baker Films. I have all my links in my bios on those places as well to my portfolio or my coaching and my workshops and things like that as well. And if you want to get in contact with me further or learn more about me, that kind of stuff is there. So yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate that. And
thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, man. All right. We'll talk to you soon, bro.
Sounds good.
Cheers, bro.